Okay, the record button has been pressed.
Yeah, you need to press it so that we can record the podcast.
Yeah.
So it has been pressed, and we are now recording the podcast.
Cool, yes.
Are we sure about that, Jason?
Hi,
I'm not sure of anything
I'm
these days.
Dion Fun. Shit, I forgot my line. I'm Dion Sharp.
No, you flubbed it again.
I flubbed.
Take 3.
I'm Dion van Heerden Muzikant. Did I take your last name? Woohoo!
No, don't woohoo.
Woohoo!
It's been too much woohooing.
Woohoo! Oh, our hero needs a catchphrase. Woohoo! There we go, we done
And
it.
Cowabunga dude was taken.
To be honest, maybe it's the only quote-unquote line that he could act.
Yeah, and that was just him being excited about, I don't know, sweets.
Yeah, maybe just like he was really insistent that he be part of the creative process, you know, like really collaborative.
Yeah, like sitting
and
in
it's
the
like, okay,
screenwriter's
cool,
room.
like you're really excited, you know, you're finally like, you know, gaining your rightful throne and you've learned your purpose, like, woohoo! Like, okay,
I've
cool.
I figured out what it is. He's basically John Hamm from 30 Rock.
Oh! Aquaham. So like Steam
But he
Ham.
He's just
Yeah.
too handsome for anybody to tell him that any of his ideas are shit.
Good times.
Okay, so welcome to the CineBeards.
Sorry, we didn't see you there.
We're just having our own fun here.
It's hiding behind the
But
bushes.
come on
You
in,
caught us in a
pull up a
candid
seat.
moment because we censor ourselves so much.
Pull up a seat, have some fun, have some cocoa. Come join us.
Have
We're
a
gonna talk
laugh.
about movies.
Probably.
So, seeing as we already started on a bit, that Aquaman trailer.
Yeah, it's definitely, as a trailer, it's a lot better.
As a trailer, it's a trailer.
It's an
Like
actual
you said.
trailer, yeah. It's not just an extended scene from the film or a collection of 3 or 4 different trailers that 3 or 4 different executives wanted all sort of mashed together. It's an actual trailer.
Yes.
Yes,
the
Like you were saying,
coherent-
it's got a tone now.
Yeah, and it is okay.
Yeah.
It is
Everything's
looks
okay.
fine. Yeah, that's the word. It looks fine. It's still gonna rake in $750 million at the box office, much like much like some other
We'll get
DC
there.
movies.
We'll get there.
Do we have to get there?
It's got
We gotta get there.
and Conjuring Man looks cool, and Bug-Eyed Bull looks
Yeah,
great.
this is-
Green
Yeah.
Goblin looks good as well.
Green Goblin looks great.
I wonder if they were gonna
Goblin's
figure
pretty
out that's him, or if he's just
He's
gonna
on a
stay in
secret
disguise.
mission.
Yeah, from another universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Marvel universe is dense.
And Ariel looks fucking hype.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. Flip.
Yeah, I'm
Murder
so
Ariel.
glad.
She looks so
I'm
much
just wondering
better.
how she's managing to speak since she has legs.
Oh
Technology.
no! Remember they killed Satan in the
Yeah,
the
Fat
Little
Satan,
Mermaid.
Fat Satan,
They
yeah.
killed Fat Divine Satan.
Yeah.
And now she
And then
can
they just
speak.
put a Siri in her voice box.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now she can tell you jokes.
Yes. That's why they call her Mira now, because it's like the off-brand Siri.
Legal issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Mira, check my calendar.
And then she has to.
You have to say today. You have
can't
to
even
say
say no.
woohoo.
Today you have to become king of Atlantis.
Mira, play the clip. Woohoo.
I want
noticed
to
you haven't
die.
I've noticed you haven't reached your woohoo counter for today.
That's impossible. But I'm keen, like, those Atlantean gods look like
Yeah, I
Power
love-
Ranger Kamen Riders.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna
More
be absolutely
Black Manta.
spectacular in IMAX.
Black Manta looks dope. The
Yeah.
only one thing that still concerns me, like I'm afraid that when they're speaking underwater, that sort of bubbly underwater effect might get a bit much.
It will.
If there's
It will.
No, it will definitely get.
if there's too much
That's
underwater
why
scene.
their hair looks funny.
Yes.
They're actually underwater.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
clever.
See, because
I thought they were in space.
Oh, because aqua means water, and they say these things aren't
No,
clever.
no, no. Men can swim.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Aqua's is a different thing.
Aqua's just his name.
Yeah,
Because
Mr. Aqua.
Yeah.
he's living in a Barbie world.
Jason
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Da-da-da-da-da.
But also the actual water effects during that small, gladiatorial fight clip. That looks so cool.
It looks pretty cool. I think
Yeah,
this
with the
movie is
bubbling and
very,
everything.
very, very, very grateful that a trailer for Avatar 2 hasn't dropped though, because I kind of got
Because that will cut the legs right out from
I
under.
mean, this is good, but it's also kind of uncharted
It's
territory.
also a bit janky.
It's like since episode 1, there haven't been too many films with like extended underwater
For
sequences.
good reason.
And those had little biomes where they could go in and be in air. So like I think it looks good, but I think 2 decades from now, when Avatar 2's trailer
century.
drops, we're definitely not going to look fondly upon these water effects.
No.
Fast track. It's like someone distract James Cameron. It's like, we have a submersible that can go even deeper into the Mariana Trench. Oh, fantastic! Delay that traction on hold.
Mr. Cameron, we heard you like the abyss again. How about we let you make a sequel?
Mr. Cameron, we found Titanic 2.
Oh yes! At last, I will discover our secrets.
Mr. Cameron, Netflix is trying to get into the Oscars again.
Get those kids off my lawn! Get me Spielberg.
But yeah, apparently something like 90% of Aquaman is going to be in quote-unquote IMAX ratio. So I don't know if it was all filmed.
It wasn't filmed in
IMAX.
IMAX then. No, they're just
They're just upscaling.
yeah, they're just upscaling it.
Because they're casuals and they
Yeah,
don't
remember
lug
they couldn't.
huge IMAX cameras around like
Remember those
Christopher Nolan.
those things where they were talking about Batman v Superman, about like the IMAX, and they show like the shot, and it's like if you see it in IMAX, you get to see this much more.
Yeah.
So I wish I'd seen less.
I wish you'd done it in 4x3 window boxing.
No,
I just wish you hadn't done it.
Here's the thing though, Aquaman couldn't get the IMAX cameras because Disney had them, because they were making Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, and they have all the IMAX.
And they have all the
cameras.
IMAX cameras. Like
Literally all of them.
they went to Steve IMAX and said, "We're booking out all the IMAX cameras for the next 2 years."
And the only ones they didn't get were the ones that Christopher Nolan keeps in his basement.
Yes.
Obviously, but I mean like.
But
no
those are
one's
the two broken ones anyway.
Yeah, they fell out
And,
of planes.
Yeah, and I mean they're using them for like the behind the scenes footage.
Yeah. They're just
using
rubbing
IMAX.
everyone's face in
They're
it.
doing like time lapse shots of actors getting their makeup applied
Yeah.
with IMAX cameras in IMAX ratio, aspect ratio.
Well,
It's like
to be fair, that's the
data
only
wrangler
way.
has to have an external hard drive because it doesn't fit on anything else. The 2 terabyte.
Yeah, well, the
Here
thing
you
is, the IMAX aspect ratio is the only way you can get the entire Josh Brolin face on screen for that Thanos makeup.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an impressive chin.
The Thanos makeup is just 2 hours of just putting little dots on his
Dots and like mounting a head rig, and then, okay, cool, sorted.
That's makeup done. Whew.
Sucks to be you, Drax.
It's home time. That was a good day.
Yeah.
Although it was cool, they did speed up the makeup process for Drax during the production of the second Guardians.
This is the
Yeah,
third
they cut it by
time.
half.
Yeah,
This is the third
yeah.
time
It
they've
started
done
off
it.
being like 6 hours to apply, and they cut that down to 3.
Wow.
It's impressive considering and I know it's obviously a lot of retouching afterwards, but
Yeah.
you really don't see seams, and it looks
Yeah, all
like
the
his
seams are
skin.
retouched.
Yeah.
I know with Gamora as well, like all the seams are digitally done. But yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, apparently, like, he had to stand there dead still for 6 hours.
That's how he became
Yeah,
so incredibly
that's how you
still.
go.
Yeah.
And he like every day he would tell the same joke where like they'd finish
can't
and they'd be like,
see.
"Oh, you look great." He's like, "Oh, I just woke up like this," and everyone laughed every day.
Because they were contractually obliged.
A little less
'Cause
every
if
day.
they didn't, he would hurt them.
Yeah.
I'd believe it. I wouldn't.
No.
No,
The makeup artist is like applying the paint and then suddenly like stops. And like, where'd he go?
And then just blinks.
Oh, thank God.
Thought I'd lost my mind.
Slowly eats him out.
No, I think the way he punishes makeup artists who take too long is he just gives them a big hug, because then they have to redo the makeup.
No.
Because he wouldn't actually hurt them.
Never heard any.
No.
He's a gentle giant.
But he'll post about them on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, or he just say like, "Oh, you're such a good makeup artist, but what did you really want to do with your life?" Yeah.
But that's a real question.
Savage.
It's a real question.
That's pretty savage.
That's Fred Savage.
Ah, you beat me to it.
Damn it. Lion King? Anymore?
Lion King looks so good.
That's how you do a teaser.
Yeah.
That's a great
That
teaser.
is so good.
Yeah.
I got the goose pimplies all 3
Yeah.
times I've watched the trailer.
Yeah.
But haven't you heard this is a shameless cash grab? It
Oh,
will never
no.
measure up to the original.
No.
And
The only 2 issues that I have is obviously all the behind the scenes stuff where there's no sort of royalties for the people that did the original storyboards, because I mean they're using those original storyboards
Yeah.
shot
it's
for shot.
shot for shot.
And they're not getting paid for that, which sucks. And also the fact that like John Connor's name isn't in the
Credits.
the
Egregious.
Yeah.
which is bullshit, Sarah. It's fucking bullshit, Sarah. But yeah, other than that, no issues for
It's
me.
almost like Disney's a little bit of a shady company.
Yeah.
Almost like that.
It's almost like
but
they've
their CG's
copied.
so good. I just love what a fuck you this is to that Mowgli film.
Oh god, do we have to bring that up? That's not even on Netflix yet. I think Netflix is getting cold feet about it.
Yeah, Netflix is like, let's test it out in the cinemas first.
Yeah.
Oh no, they burnt all the cinemas down.
Rather than show our film, all of the staff just committed suicide.
I mean, Netflix only has one option left now. They have to sell it to Showmax.
Oh man,
That's dark. That's a dark
and
timeline.
Showmax is
That is
like,
the darkest timeline.
Showmax is like, yeah, you know.
We'll give it to Hulu, I
New
guess.
phone, who dis?
Let's see if Hulu's buying.
Ooh. No, that is the darkest timeline.
But I'm excited.
Because
I
then you
mean,
have ads.
like you said, watching Mufasa die in Super HD on IMAX. That'll be great.
Yeah, that'll be terrifying.
Super good.
That'll be a thing.
What else were people pissed
And I
about online?
People are dumb.
They were pissed about no Timon and Pumbaa.
In the trailer.
In the teaser.
Oh, sorry, the teaser.
The teaser.
They were pissed
But
about
we
no
don't
Timon.
need to see Timon and Pumbaa.
No, Timon and Pumbaa were famously right up there on Pride Rock with him when he was
Yes,
born.
they were definitely not
Yeah.
auxiliary
Watch
characters.
the movie, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus. They're absolute like it's Timon that tried to lift the lion cub.
But then it was like, oh, I don't
and
have
it was like
hands.
he was falling like whoa, and Pumbaa just caught him, and then they were like all swinging like a pendulum,
And
like
they made a
off the
fart
edge,
joke.
and everyone just sort of stood there and laughed. Yeah, and Rafiki tried to pull him up, and then Rafiki farted, and then
classic.
everyone's like Piusa, because Jar Jar was there. That's famously how it went.
That is the darkest timeline.
I mean, what do you expect from Disney's B animation team?
Right?
But apparently it's in its first 24 hours it got something like 224 million views.
Yeah, second only to Infinity War.
Yeah.
Well, I
got
mean,
that number right.
Nice. Yes.
For once.
Good. Yeah, let's just don't make you write it down.
Somebody restart the clock.
All I know is, of course it fucking did. It's the Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Lion King, and with a great voice acting cast.
What a cash grab. Nobody asked for this. Nobody wants this 224 234
No,
million
those
trailer
are all
views
bots
later.
that Disney's paid off.
Yeah, Russian bots.
Russian bots. The one discourse I saw online, which we already know the answer to, but people were thinking like, oh, are they actually going to make them talk? Like, are they actually going to have performance capture, or is it just going to be like psychic voices?
I assume it's going to be performance.
I assume it'll be performance capture as well,
Yeah.
but we've never
Kinda
actually
like-
got a hard confirm.
Kind
Yeah.
of like in Jungle Book.
That's what I assume
Yeah.
as well. That's what the thinking is.
And didn't
Like, why
Jon
would you?
Favreau do that one as well?
He did, yes.
Yep.
So I kind of imagine it'll be the same. I just hope they lean more into the musical numbers. Like, I
Yes.
really like Jungle Book, but
There's lights on the music.
yeah, I
It was that one awkward Christopher Walken musical number.
which was actually kind of scary.
Which
It was
terrifying,
like,
yeah.
it was fucking dark. Which is it's cool, but like, just do the musical thing.
Although I really did
Maybe
like
they
really did like the rendition of Bare Necessities in Jon Favreau's.
Yeah.
Where it's just them floating down the
Yeah.
river, that it's sort of like a sweet new sort of take on
Yeah,
that
that was
musical
cool.
number.
Me.
I think having Bill Cosby as Baloo wasn't as creepy as people thought it would be.
Nah.
Was it Bill Cosby?
No, it's Bill Murray.
It's a joke.
Anyway,
What other trailers were there? Toy Story.
Toy Story.
the Toy Story
Yay!
teaser.
Toy Story 1
teaser.
with Key and Peele was so good.
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
good.
And the original teaser, which gave me a PTSD flashback to Hereditary, which was great.
Oh, because of the music.
Because they used the music from the credits in Hereditary.
Oh my
and
God.
like as soon as the music started playing, like my heart rate went up immediately.
What from what I've read, I don't know how accurate it is. Apparently, because obviously it's got that weird fork.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
that is my favorite part about the movie.
Yeah, that like the child glues googly eyes to a fork and it gains
thus
Accidentally
sentience.
gives it sentience and then it
That
doubts
is-
its existence.
That
It's
is-
amazing.
That is the best premise.
Toy having an existential crisis
That
live
is-
on screen.
But
That is
isn't that just, the
incredible.
plot of the first Toy Story?
Also,
No, but the
you
thing
know
is, he
how
was
amazing
actually
it
a
is?
toy, like, and he basically has to come to terms with who he is.
Yeah.
The fork
Is
is an
inanimate
abomination.
object. Yeah, it
The
is an
fork is
affront to
Frankenstein's
God
monster.
and man.
Yeah.
So it's going to strangle a child in a babbling brook, basically.
And they're gonna sell fucking millions of them.
It's the most low-cost Disney merchandising they've ever done.
It's gonna be like $30 for like a plastic
No,
fork.
no. It's not even,
Googly eyes and some pipe cleaner.
they're not even going to put it all together. They're going to sell it as a kit that you put together.
My God, you know they are.
Or like it's gonna come with one googly eye. Like extra, you can buy an extra googly eye kit to complete
If
it.
you
No,
wanna
no,
give it
they're
sentience.
Disney, not EA. They won't make you buy the eye as DLC.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that's a really really good.
So
really
Disney,
dark
you can
premise.
take that idea, but you have to pay us.
Imagine that. Like, you show the kids that, like, this poor spork goes through this existential crisis because a child made it, and then you give that kid a build your own existential crisis spork kit.
I hope they label it exactly like that.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, the Key and Peele one is great. Apparently, Keanu Reeves has a character in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
There is a Keanu Reeves voiced toy, who he thought was a bit too much like Buzz Lightyear, but that's all we know.
So basically,
He's going to be G.I. Joe.
Who killed my toy dog?
Slinky, no!
This is a third act revenge subplot.
well, he might just be, no, Neo is. Yeah, he could be a Neo action figure.
Could be.
I wonder if they'll give his character a pencil.
What if his character's a sentient pencil?
Oh my
You
lord!
beat me by half a second.
Yeah,
How
one of
would that
those,
be too much like Buzz Lightyear?
Hey, man.
like that thing,
Keanu's weird.
like that
Well,
pencil
he's a-
from Schoolhouse Rock. Remember?
I think Woody from the first film would agree that Buzz is a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
You're welcome.
Guessing he's just gonna be a fluffy, cuddly thing.
Yeah, like the fluffiest, cuddliest thing ever.
Yeah. Or just a John Wick toy.
Yeah.
And then Toy Story moves into this weird realm of licensed merchandise toys in their
They
universe.
go the Lego Movie route.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Lego Movie
Lego
2
Movie
trailer
2
2.
trailer 2.
Yay! it's
More
gonna be
Lego
good.
Movie 2 fun.
It's gonna be. Oh, it hurts. It's getting so cold.
I'm keen. I'm
Oh, yeah.
more excited for this on the back of the fact that the Ninjago movie was not that great.
Yeah, like the Ninjago movie was fine. Yeah.
It was more for kids, but
Yeah.
because it was more for kids.
Yeah.
I don't know what a children is.
Oh,
What
children
ants
are
children.
Imagine a very small Thomas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With less of a beard. That Am's the children.
Yo, that
And,
sounds like
and a
the
little bit
worst.
drunk. A little bit drunk.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how no one should ever do that.
None of you should ever be a children.
Yeah.
If you're children listening to this, don't.
stop being a children.
just don't.
Just don't. Just don't.
Yeah, it looks like more Lego Movie, and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What doesn't make me happy was the trailer for Dumbo.
Oh, you mean Dumbo's Tim
You
Burton?
mean from the imagination of Tim Burton?
Tim Burton.
From the imagination stolen from a story I didn't write.
But you realize, like, for the past 20 years, every Tim Burton movie has said from the imagination of Tim Burton.
Yes, but
because
this
he's
is...
a massive fucking cunt.
He is a massive fucking cunt, but this is the one where it's like, okay, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland was
Look,
already
Alice in Wonderland
mad.
was very, very different.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
tone and
this is just a
content
straight up
from, like-
remake.
Yeah. This is a straight up remake, so that is just a straight up
yeah,
lie.
like and Alice in Wonderland
Who
was
does Johnny
always
Depp play in it, by the way?
Dumbo.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell because there's a strained relationship with a woman.
Yeah. You see, and the woman and Dumbo's mother is played by Helena Bonham Carter.
No. The mother is actually like being taken away from Dumbo. Child Protective
Yeah,
Services,
so,
but in
so yeah,
reverse.
troubled relationship with a woman, and then and children watch it get high.
Yes.
Yes.
This perfect summation. of
Oh
this character.
God, what's Tim Burton gonna do with the racist crows?
I don't think the crows are gonna make it in.
Oh, they're just
Something
gonna,
tells
they're just
me the
gonna
crows
they're
are
just
not
gonna be
gonna
super
make it
woke
in.
crows. Because remember, that's what all these live action remakes are doing. Is they're addressing criticisms of the original films.
By going the
So they're just gonna make those
complete
crows super woke.
But with the, I saw like a snippet in that trailer of like that pink goo, which is obviously referencing that time Dumbo gets like super fucked up
Yeah.
on something. Like I believe it was liquor in the original Dumbo.
Yeah, I think Dumbo just
Yeah.
gets drunk.
It was
at
like
one point.
moonshine or something that got him like
Moonshine?
super drunk and started hallucinating.
Yeah.
Well,
What if they
elephants
updated and
tend
make
to get themselves drunk?
Yeah, but what
They
do
eat the
they?
Amarula.
What are they gonna do now? I mean, it's
It just
2018.
looked like whimsical bubbles.
It's 2018, so it's going to be Tide Pods or something.
Yeah. Whatever the kids are eating these days.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Bath salts.
Their feelings.
meth. I just want to see Dumbo do some meth.
You're gonna see Dumbo get wet.
Oh no, but that Dumbo and the clown makeup thing was fucking
That was
terrifying.
horrifying.
Yeah.
That was like I recoiled.
No, thank you. I already have to deal with Joaquin Phoenix in that makeup. I don't need to see
Joaquin.
Dumbo in that makeup
Joaquin.
either.
Walking Phoenix.
Christopher Walken Phoenix.
Bleh.
What?
Clown makeup.
Yeah.
And all its evil.
Jason loves clowns and dolls.
We are 2 weeks behind on this, but we didn't get to discuss it last time because it came out after our recording.
Yes.
What about Juggalos
the
this time?
Pokemon.
No, the
trailer.
Pokemans.
Oh, the Pokemans.
Pokemans.
The Detective
Thumbs up
Pikachu
for
trailer.
me.
Thumbs
Yeah.
up from everyone with a working brain, and if you're pissy about it on the internet, oh, those look terrible.
The Pokemon designs look
They are
amazing.
They are
hot.
It
Fucking
looks
damn.
so much better than I ever thought it could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. I
Because
was.
it still looks goofy, but it looks appropriately goofy.
Yeah.
I stylistically consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the tone is really interesting. Like, it's definitely not the tone I was
No,
thinking they were going to go
I was
for.
expecting like an. It's weird to say, but like an action adventure. The first time I thought
Yeah,
we got a
yeah, yeah.
Pokemon movie, I thought we were gonna get an action adventure movie. But
Yeah.
like we straight up get a buddy cop comedy.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu. I love that.
I love that Detective Pikachu's voice in Japanese is super deep.
It was like the
got-
deepest Japanese
They
voice
got
you will
like
ever
they got
hear.
like the voice actor for I know it's not Heihachi because he's dead, but they got the like guy that voice acts Heihachi to do it.
That's so
He
good.
basically sounds like.
It
I
sounds
know.
like Ken.
Yeah, he
Sounds like
sounds.
the most grizzled detective. Like years of
I
smashing
can only
cigars.
quit once I catch 'em all.
You know what they should have got is they should have got that guy for the English one. He had a cameo in 30 Rock. He was also in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where he's like, "Where do we go wrong? Like we used to chew rocks."
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, the old detective. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, but they could have just gotten Andre Brower to do Pikachu for the English.
that's too much gravitas.
Yeah. Although that would be amazing.
But yeah, Ryan Reynolds is still I think a really
Great
good
choice.
Yeah.
It looks like fun. Kids are gonna lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, those
I'm
Pokemon
gonna lose my
look.
fucking mind.
Well, yeah,
No,
we're
those-
just-
I mean, I was never into Pokemon at all. Like, it missed me. And yeah, dude, like, even I'm like, oh shit,
Thomas
give me
was
tickets.
big
Yeah.
in like
Hmm.
big.
The only one
big in.
the only design that bothers me is Mr. Mime. He looks a little bit too creepy.
Nah, that's perfect.
That's Mr. Mime.
That's Mr. Mime though.
Yeah.
Mr. Mime. I always ran from him when I go, nope.
He's gonna put me in the box. But yeah, I'm super keen, and here's hoping that it does make a boatload of money and we get more Pokemon movies.
Yeah.
Because I could do with more.
I could, yes. Very much so.
But there's already like 20
20 what?
20 Pokemon movies.
Pokemon movies.
But
Live
they're all
action.
animated.
Yeah.
an anime is a mistake.
Oh, right, of course. I was trying to
Pay
lead
no
you
attention
there.
to my shirt.
I would just like to point out to the audience who are watching that Thomas is clearly wearing what appears to be some kind of
get
anime-inspired
it?
T-shirt.
That's a
think-
Samurai Champloo.
I think they
Yes.
figured that out from context, Marcus. Like from the thing that he said. I think they got that from context.
Yeah, it's some kind of samurai.
Samurais.
Samurai.
It should be a Fury shirt because Fury is dope.
I left my shirt at home.
So you know, Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yes.
You know, it's supposed to be like a PG-13 version.
Yes.
In the UK, it has gotten the same rating as the original Deadpool 2.
What?
So I don't know what it is that has pushed it over the limit.
Okay, so by that rationale, it's banned in Australia.
Yeah. Wow.
Crying koala.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I kind of like I know like that it's a shameless money grab, you know.
Well, no.
No.
It's not a shameless money grab. It is an act of genius.
Yeah,
It is.
It is the
just-
most on-brand
Yeah. That's
marketing
that
ploy
is-
that has ever been done.
It is. It's one of those things that they're like that they talk about, and that they, like other movies, if they were trying for this kind of shtick, would like make a fake trailer for something like that as
Yeah.
a joke for April Fools, and they're just like,
We did it.
fucking doing
Yeah,
this.
we cut the whole thing
fucking-
together.
We're doing this.
Yeah, we're getting Fred Savage. We're putting it in like a Princess Bride style framing device, and it's a Christmas movie now.
That's it.
And they're not changing the content of Deadpool 2. They're just, taking out some of the fucks and the other swears. And possibly that shot of Juggernaut's butt.
Maybe that's what pushed it up. They kept the shot of Juggernaut's butt.
Iron butt. Obvious Margaret Thatcher reference.
Yeah.
That's why Britain hates it.
So even though I've seen Deadpool 2 several times, I kind of want to see Once Upon a Deadpool.
Absolutely.
Oh,
gonna watch
dude,
it.
I hope it releases in cinema.
I wonder if it will here.
I don't know if it will. I do know it's getting a limited theatrical run in the States, starting the December 12th, and it's running for 12 days because, of course, it is.
Dude, it's like an advent calendar, but it's
Yeah.
a movie.
Didn't a fan reportedly tweet out the idea for a PG-13 Deadpool with a Princess Bride framing to it?
He did.
Like December 2017 or something.
Yeah, he did. And then Ryan Reynolds, paragon of humanity and humility that he is, tweeted the guy back. So listen, I never saw this. It's a huge coincidence, but you had the same idea that we had.
Should have given the guy just like
Send
a
him some
token-
merch.
token
Yeah, I
credit.
think it did. Knowing
Send him a
Ryan, he probably
shirt,
sent him some merch.
Probably sent him some of his socks or something.
Yeah.
Send him a Green Lantern suit. Yeah, take this shit off my
Just,
hands.
like,
else
just a
wants
bunch
it.
of Legacy
God.
Green
Yeah, but
Lantern
I would
merch.
Didn't they ask
Like-
for all that stuff back?
Like a press kit and...
Wait a minute, there isn't a Green Lantern suit because it was all CG.
No, but I remember them asking for some of their shit back after he went on Twitter a couple times. It was just like, man, that movie was a piece of shit. Because he got the ring and the battery and stuff. I think I vaguely recall somebody asking for it back.
Give us back the ring. No. I pawned it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, recently Hugh Jackman was talking about
Wait. Hugh Jackman or Huge Jackman?
Or Huge Action.
Yeah, Huge Action movie.
Huge Action's Huge Acton.
Huge Action is...
huge action.
That's...
Jackman.
Nice. MD.
Okay, because that's Michael Bay's wrestling
Esquire.
name, so
No, he was talking about filming the Singer X-Men movies, and you know how they're
What
shit.
did Michael Bay have to do with the Singer X-Men movies?
I feel like you're running with a joke that's already died out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not running with you. I told you to clarify. You never did.
So ignoring Dion.
This side of the room.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yes, we are well aware of how.
X-Men 2's aight.
It was.
He banned comics on set.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
because he was afraid they were all better ideas than the ones he had.
No, he thought that if the actors read those comics, it would make their characters two-dimensional.
Has he ever read a comic?
Wait, can I dramatically take off my glasses as a visual gag?
That's
I
a
can
great
do that.
visual gag.
Jesus
I'm gonna
Christ, Brian.
wearily rub the bridge of my nose.
Quick,
as
Dion, do a
visual
face
gag.
palm.
Louder
There
so
it
we can
is.
hear it.
It's more of a slap, but okay.
Um,
That's the most ridiculous shit I've heard.
Has he
today.
not read a... Obviously, he's not read a single X-Men comic.
Well, it's like that sort of thinking is like, yeah, if you read like a Silver Age comic, maybe, but like,
Yeah, if you read one Silver Age comic in isolation,
yeah,
you'd get that idea. But if you were reading, oh, I don't know, an entire arc by Chris Claremont,
or anyone that's currently writing.
yeah, I mean, Singer would probably kill himself. You'd be like, I can never match Chris Claremont's writing. Just-
well, do you know who actually like saved the movie? Was weird. Well, not weirdly. Was quite obviously Kevin Feige. Apparently, what he did was he went round to like all the trailers.
Oh, and like it was sort of like a whole thing where like under cover of dark, like he'd sneak comics through.
Yeah, it was
the
like
window.
That's literally exactly what he did.
behind
That's
deep...
exactly what he
Dion's
did.
facetiousness pays off.
Hooray!
Like under the doors in their trailers.
Psst, hey man, you got any new 52? Nah, man, only got all new, all different. Shit, man, I need that new 52.
Oh man!
Apparently, him and Hugh Jackman are still friends to this day because of it.
Oh really?
That's a beautiful
so
story.
Cool. That is a very nice.
I
story.
can imagine Hugh Jackman being friends with just everyone he meets.
Oh god, don't like online somewhere say that Kevin Feige and Hugh Jackman are friends though, because then it's basically like, cool, Wolverine confirmed for Infinity War.
Oh,
Part
right,
2.
yes.
Well, he's pretty adamant about not playing Wolverine again.
Yeah,
Which-
sorry, Daniel Day-Lewis, what did you say?
You're no, like
In fairness, the guy,
Ryan Reynolds keeps calling him selfish because of it.
in fairness, he is 50 now.
yeah, he's in his
getting
50s. I
old.
mean,
No,
it's
he is 50.
yeah, it's good. Like, okay, if he should be contracted to do a Marvel film after this Fox deal goes through, blah 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 blah.
Deadpool versus Wolverine.
He would probably be in
Deadpool
his
versus
mid
Wolverine.
50s by the
Deadpool
time they
versus
film that.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine versus Deadpool.
And then, I mean, to get into that type of shape in your 50s, if you're not Keanu Reeves,
Just do heroin.
Look, you don't need to get into it, you just need to maintain it.
That poor man.
leave him be. Let him have some fucking candy,
Let him have some
Jason.
bread.
His body.
Let him have a. Let
said
his
that-
wife make him a sandwich.
That's what he was most excited
Tell
about when
Ryan Reynolds
when he stopped doing the X-Men films. He said like he's just excited now he gets to bake bread and eat it.
I can have my.
I saw
cake
such a
and
good
eat too.
tweet where it's
Can-
like
can-
where a woman said like I'd watch the shit out of a reality TV show where like Chris Evans, now that he's retired from being Captain America, travels around like the States and eats all the carbs he wants.
guys,
Chris's carbs.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
I've got an idea. Okay, so what we need to do is find really quick international shipping to the States, right?
Okay.
And then to all the actors that have recently and will soon retire from their superhero roles, we just need to send them a Gatsby every time one of them retires. Thank you for your service. Here is
you
a
go.
giant bread
There's our,
with
our
carbs
branded
on
baked
it.
merch coming soon to a store near someone.
Yeah, like we'll ship Gatsby's from South Africa. It'll have to go through the South African Postal Service. So it won't
And they'll arrive with like 6 bites out of it.
If it
6
arrives
months
at
later,
all.
6 bites short.
Anyway, the Pinelands post office is closing. I didn't even know there was a thing that could happen.
Yeah, no,
A
they have
post
been
office
clean.
can close.
Yes.
I thought it was like a hospital.
So how'd you get your things?
They're all like, I have to go to Maitland now to get my fucking post.
Wow.
Good job, South Africa.
So sticking with the X-Men thing, Oscar Isaacs was talking about his time on Apocalypse, and just how shit it was.
I like that that's the universal thing that's come out of Apocalypse, is just how bleak all of the actors were to be in it, except for Jennifer Lawrence.
I think he described it as almost immediate regret. Because he had to wear like a 40-something pound suit.
Yeah.
That took hours to get on and had to have an internal cooling device because it was so hot. And he had to dub every single one of his lines because every time he moved, it would go squeak, squeak, because it was just plastic.
So he had to do all of his things and then go do ADR for everything he said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lovely.
Wow, that sounds like so much fun.
No, it doesn't. Thomas,
Oh.
that's the whole... Oh my god.
But why did Jennifer Lawrence enjoy it?
Money.
Because, A,
Because-
money, and B, she said, hey, I've had enough of that fucking blue paint. I'm just going to be Jennifer Lawrence in this movie. And
'Cause
the
that's why
studio was like, shit.
That's why we go to watch
According
an
to our
X-Men
numbers,
movie.
she's the one that's putting asses in seats, so I guess
No,
we
she's
gotta listen to
not!
her.
Well, no, don't you know, Marcus? Like superhero films, they can't succeed without like some sort of superstar, big money draw.
I've heard that.
Which is why
There's a lot of evidence to support it as well.
yeah. So that's why the Marvel universe is failing, because they keep
Yeah,
casting
and the
these
DC
like
universe is
this
just
unknown
hit after hit after hit.
hit after hit after hit.
But they're all big stars, Dion.
Let's talk about Venom.
I
Aw.
don't want
Venom,
to
Venom,
talk about
Venom.
Venom.
Well,
So-
the thing is, Venom was terrible, obviously.
Yes.
And obviously, it's
watched it twice.
It
greatest
didn't earn a lot of
movie-
money. It must have been a huge flop.
Yeah,
Am
it must
I
have
right?
been. It must have been because
Yeah.
there was only a very, very small,
Wait.
very passionate audience of people who
Fucking
liked it.
nerds.
Toms, did you watch it twice in the cinema?
Yes, it is.
This is your fault.
I know. In my defense, the second time I went to go watch it was with Deervault. And are you gonna say no to Deervault when he asks you to go do something?
No,
with
I
him?
wouldn't say no to anything.
Exactly. He's so handsome
He's so handsome.
and nice.
And he knows how to make gnocchi.
Yeah. Made it for me once.
And your sister hasn't married him yet?
I'd marry him.
She brings it up often, it's funny. Venom is currently sitting on 780 million.
Nice.
Check my
Worldwide.
numbers, Dion.
No, it's $78.
$78.
Wait, I have to check that math too. Hang on. As far as I can see, it only made $21 in the US box office, but several billion in the foreign?
Yeah,
Are you-
it's Avatar.
Are you guys, like, stupid? Like,
That's
that's
what they
quite
told me.
clearly the 780 million. Can you guys not do numbers?
Not recently.
Oh yeah, this is probably gonna become some kind of running gag.
Don't be insane.
Ooh, I'm Marcus and Dion. I'm bad at the numbers.
Oh, Thomas, I'm an
Wait,
idiot.
that's like Thor
Hey,
Ragnarok money,
Dave,
isn't it?
Be careful. There's 4 of us and 2 of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna
end of
check
the
that
joke.
quickly. Like, what did Thor Ragnarok make? Because that sounds like Thor Ragnarok
Please don't
numbers.
compare a much worse movie
outgrossed
to a
Guardians
much...
of the Galaxy.
Yeah, it is a lot grosser than Guardians of
That's
the
it.
Galaxy.
I'm done. I'm leaving.
Bye.
Marcus is leaving.
Bye, Marcus.
Bye, Marcus.
leaving as another visual gag.
Why don't
That's
you go
okay.
watch? Why don't you go watch Venom again?
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna watch it. I'm just gonna sit here and watch that Batman v Superman again.
Don't do that. Not on my PC.
But I know
You have to
It
sit...
is clean, Marcus.
It's just been
But I
clean.
know you've got it in 4K, and I want to see it in 4K downscaled to 1080p.
Secret confession.
Not downscale.
That is
super
way-
sample.
The Guardians of the Galaxy box office, worldwide box office was 773.
I hate everything
Yeah.
a lot right now.
Yep. Yep. That's bad.
People,
That
stop
is-
going to watch Venom. For the
Please.
love of God.
Who in this room gave Venom their money?
Half of the CineBeards are to blame.
Yep.
Thomas is twice as much to blame as me.
That's why his
Is that
hands
because
up
Deervault
twice as
asked me
high.
to?
So you guys are assholes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dion and I are the
I'm not.
cool guys.
Another
Bam.
gag.
Straight after the one where you asked who had seen it, and then there was a minute of silence.
And they visual gag
As we raised our hands and made no audio indication that we had seen it.
We're really good at this.
Jason, you can just dub in some like yakety sax or something.
We're really good at this. But yeah, that's horseshit. Why is it making so much money? I don't understand.
Well,
It's got the word turd in the trailer, so...
Yeah. Sony's already put up 2 release dates for upcoming like Spider-Man villain movies.
So Venom 2 and Venom 3.
No,
I just
Venom
hope
2
they-
and
Carnage.
Morbius.
Oh, Mobius. No, it's Mobius.
I don't care.
No, it's Morbius. I can't remember. It's the
It's,
vampire
It's
one.
Morbius the Living Vampire. I'm
Living
pretty sure
Vampire.
it's Morbius.
Yeah, Morbius
No,
sounds
it's
right.
Morpheus? The
What?
living vampire? Yeah. With the sunglasses.
Oh.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
pulls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
likes
guy.
people with
And the
pulls.
snakeskin coat.
Yes.
You.
That's a lot of snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like at least
No, it's
3
just one
snakes
really
worth of
big
coat.
snake.
It's Morpheus in the underworld.
Neil Gaiman.
There we go.
Hey. Okay. So I'm sad now.
I'm sad now. You
I'm
made
very
me sad. that
Jason, you
movie-
made me sad.
What-
I'm everyone
what-
you've
you
ever
brought it up.
known.
What was the major?
Yeah, but you could have lied. You could have said it bombed.
What was the major region that pulled in the most money? Do
You know what? I don't want to sound like that
But
guy.
you're gonna say China.
But I'm gonna say China because it's the second biggest market
And
in
they're
the
the
world.
best. They're the
They're
best.
the best
posters.
posters.
Yeah.
Holy balls!
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
was
want to
great.
import those Chinese posters because I want them because they look
They were
cool.
almost as good as those
And they'll
Predator
remind you of that
posters.
movie all the time.
Yeah.
I want
Those
the
Predator,
Predator posters.
those Predator
Yeah.
ones with him doing
Where he's doing
radical
like a
kick
sick
flips.
melon grab.
And fucking doing a like slam dunk. I don't know who that man is, but he's a genius.
Hey Dion, it's time for my revenge. You
Okay.
made me sad.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. I know what he's gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
You're an absolute asshole. No one likes you.
I
Thomas
do.
told me he doesn't like you.
It's true. I don't like me.
Yeah.
It's nice that is now set. Much like we were talking the other week about how Transformers: The Last Night has set the bar for the
Yeah.
worst film ever. This has now set the bar for the worst title ever.
Because you know in their minds they're like, oh, it's all like fucking
Fantabulous!
fantabulous.
Dude, it's
You know
Did
that
you see the script?
Yeah, I did.
in their minds it was like
Did you
this
see it,
sounds
Thomas?
like
No.
something Wes Anderson would write.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off!
Oh yes.
Get that out of my face.
Yes.
Yeah. For clarity, the full title is scratched on, handwritten underneath the printed Birds of Prey.
And also, there's a lipstick.
This is a big
kiss.
old lipstick.
Good Harley Quinn
And
with
there's
makeup
stars
because
and
she's the
hearts.
girl.
I get it.
Do you get it?
I get it.
I get it.
I don't. I was hoping you could explain.
So
It's a good
Jared-
thing though, because like there's not enough Harley Quinn in the social space at the moment.
It's true. Like, we're definitely not
Like-
fucking bombarded with it.
yeah,
at
no,
every
it's
turn.
what I would describe as undersaturation.
That's
we-
true. I didn't see
we
nearly
said
as many like Halloween photos of Harley Quinns this year as I did last year.
Yeah, and also
it definitely wasn't Wonder Woman and then Harley Quinn as the 1 and 2 for most popular Halloween costumes.
And
in
also,
the
we
States.
don't have a full-on animated Harley Quinn series coming out either.
And also
No.
the Harley Quinn ripoff Screwball in the freaking Jesus
in Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Part of the Spider-Man PS4 DLC is screwball challenges that are.
They
killing
are
Dion.
so garbage. They are like, I love the shit out of Spider-Man, but Jesus.
Yeah, no, I finished Spider-Man. It's a pretty good video game.
The DLC challenges, like the screwball challenges, are garbage.
I
Just-
saw them.
Just for context, like you every now and then, like if you do an action, like during one of the challenges, it
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
to like a camera thing.
And you can take an action shot.
You take an action shot, and you have to fill up the
Well-
the likes thing, and then like
You're
when
playing-
you,
you're
you hit
playing
R1,
Pokemon Snap.
and then you get like OMG exclamation point with hearts and stuff, and yeah.
You're playing Pokemon Snap.
So basically,
good
it's that
Pokemon
one mechanic from Watch Dogs 2.
I never played it.
On Watch Dogs 2, the
Nobody
way you
did.
get the way you get XP is their followers on social media, and all you do is take selfies near monuments and famous locations.
And she keeps shouting at you like, ah, my followers left it. Oh, people losing interest. Use both gadgets. Use both gadgets. More gadgets, more likes. I'm not kidding. And she just keeps
Are you
screaming.
joking? I can't tell.
I'm dead serious. And she just keeps screaming that at you in a Harley Quinn voice.
Wow, that doesn't sound awful at all.
It is fucking appalling. And so awkward and just weird.
What a weird, just terrible
Dumb.
note for the
I
rest of the game,
never-
which has been fantastic.
I never thought anything would annoy me more than the drone challenges, but I was wrong. Imagine the drone challenges, but like a Harley Quinn knockoff is screaming at you about like her followers and likes and use both gadgets! More gadgets, more likes!
Can I just go on the record that as far as chasing down the thing goes, the drone challenges in Spider-Man weren't that bad. I mean, they're not as bad as fucking chasing feathers in Assassin's Creed.
Hey man,
They were annoying if you
I
were
put in a
going
lot of
for-
work to get that 6-second scene. Alright?
If
I gotta talk to my mom.
You know, you can just watch it on YouTube.
The drone challenges, if you were going for like getting the sort of the full score for each one, like
Of course.
yeah,
Why would you do it if you're
obviously,
not trying to do
that's
that?
the thing is, it's just like you have to be so perfect with them. And
Yeah, so
they're
they were
just
really easy.
So frustrating.
No, it was super easy. It took
Yeah,
like
it
2 or
was
3
like- it
goes
was
at
like-
most. It really helps if you're good at video games, Dion.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I mean, it's
I'm
definitely.
bad at video
you're an asshole.
But I mean, to be fair,
I'm just glad I know Jared rage quit.
Oh yeah, Jared rage quit the drone challenges, and he rage quit Red Dead Redemption 2 twice.
Oh really? Twice? I'd love to
Why?
know the moments.
One, because like the horse that he had spent like 3 hours with, like bonding with it, making it the best possible horse.
Yeah.
He called it to him to like put something that he had hunted on his back, and as it was coming towards him, train hit it, dead.
oh my fucking god,
that
that's
can happen.
amazing.
Horse is gone. Like he
Yeah.
has to start from scratch.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done. A week later, he goes back, trains a new horse, loves that horse, glitches 20 feet in the air, falls and dies.
Wait,
That is
I
bad.
don't think he's picked up the game since.
wait, so what you're telling me is because I haven't played Red Dead Redemption yet, because quite frankly,
fuck that.
like I want to at some point, but anyway, so your horse can die and then you need to get a new
Yes.
horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, your horse is
The thing
permadeath.
is, the easiest way to get a new horse is to buy one with real
You
money.
can't do that. That's not a thing.
You can.
Yeah.
It's not in the game.
You can.
It's not a feature in the game.
It is.
We're
Check it.
gonna give your horses
I've never
permadeath
seen
and then
that.
sell you new ones.
I've
You
never
can buy
seen
them
that.
multiplayer horses. One of them was even pre-order bonus.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
but that's for
Check the pre-order bonuses.
multiplayer. That's when they launch
No,
audio or
single player.
online.
Single player content.
I've never seen that.
I've got the thingy on here.
I've
Actually.
never seen that.
Yeah. You can buy new horses.
Or maybe just don't be shit at the game.
Well,
Like,
no, in
maybe
fairness,
just
if your horse glitches 20 feet into
Jared is so shit at the game.
I've seen so many,
I've
clips where people's horses literally
But
spontaneously combust. They just there's a whole series of videos of people's horses. They're just riding along and the horse just combusts.
Yep. It's almost like
Or
they
just
want the
falls-
horses to randomly
or just-
die, so you'll buy more of
Or
them.
literally just like call the horse over and the horse just falls down dead and it crumples up.
Am I playing the only glitch-free version of this fucking game?
Apparently.
Yes.
I've experienced
Yes,
no
but,
glitches.
no, but the thing is, you're on Xbox
Not
One,
one.
so
So
you're
it's on X, thank you.
Oh, are you on an X?
Ooh.
I didn't know you were on an X. I thought you were on an S. My apologies.
When did you upgrade to the X?
keyboards.
Yeah, okay.
Is that an answer for when?
Yes.
Yeah, basically Keyboards has had an X for ages and he's just playing it there. Because the Xbox that Thomas has at his place is the OG COD one.
Yeah,
Keyboards?
is a human.
Okay.
He's a human male?
He's a human man.
Keyboards is like Thomas's Dion.
Yeah.
But I thought Dion was Thomas's Dion.
He's like the more handsome friend that you hang around, you sort of bask in his glow.
Not as good,
judging
not
from
as
his-
good at video games.
And judging from his name, like possibly a hacker?
a hackerman?
I can't imagine keyboards hacking. I'm just trying to picture.
He just hacks fossils underwater.
Yeah, I was like, I'm hacking this fossil. He's an underwater archaeologist.
That is a cool
That's so
job.
cool.
That's a cool job.
It's fucking cool.
Although I guess like lassoing isn't as cool. Like
Nobody can do that.
whoops aren't nearly as cool.
It's just a really slow whip.
I don't know. Like, we'll have to wait for confirmation from the Aquaman movie for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me get them Red Dead Redemption
I
2
really-
pre-order bonuses up
I
for
really
you.
was, because that's bizarre. Because like, when you unlock the stables, I was looking for because like I heard games riddled with microtransactions, and it's like, oh yeah, you can spend money, and there's no option in the stables to buy anything. So
Weird.
I don't know where you would buy them.
Okay, I googled Red Dead 2 horses, and the first thing that came up is Red Dead Redemption 2, how to get the warhorse and other bonus DLC items.
Wang, wang, wang.
Like I can't reconcile what you're telling me, which is obviously the truth, with my game experience.
Yeah, that's really weird. Well, I mean, like the game is being played by millions of people.
It's clearly better than any horse you have a chance of finding out in the wild.
Holy shit!
Oh, wow. Hey, look, here's the thing, though.
But warhorses, what is it? That's a temperament, because like the horses. The horses.
Wow, you can't even buy it afterwards. It's just a pre-order bonus because it's better than any other horses you can buy as well.
Wait. So if you pre-ordered and you got this war horse and it died,
You're fucked.
You've
It's gone.
so they
That's
gave you like Deus Ex Mankind Divided, they gave you single-use pre-order bonus.
that
Yeah,
single-use
that's the
pre-order
way.
thing for
Oh,
Mankind Divided.
Jesus,
bonkers.
fuck me, Christ.
It's fine. You can just start a new game and then progress to chapter 4, which I'm guessing is 70-odd hours.
That's about 60 hours, yeah, 60, 70
And then you can get the horse again.
What?
Basically, you get the horse once you unlock the stables.
Yeah.
So when you how long does it take to unlock the stable? Because if your horse dies, you can have to play that point again.
mainlining story quests, it's about 15 hours.
Okay, so there you go. It'll take you 15 hours to get to your pre-order bonus.
Or
Wow.
you could buy.
I don't understand.
But you can't buy that horse again.
No, but you can buy a different horse.
Yeah, but it won't be as
But I don't
good.
know where you buy them. I don't know where.
I think this is exactly why Fortnite won Game of the Year over Red Dead Redemption
No, it won
2.
the Golden Joystick Award.
Yeah,
for
there's a-
Game
there's
of
a
the Year.
big
There's a
old
massive difference.
Yeah, there's a big
Well, it depends on-
the Game Awards on the 7th of December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how
the
I
Game
remember
Award.
my anniversary. I mean the
God
other
of
way
War
around.
better fucking win.
Yeah, if Red Dead Redemption 2 wins Game of the Year, I'm going to be very angry.
Yeah, no, God of War is a better game.
So,
Having-
back to movies
having
and
it, Sam,
things.
I haven't played R.
Having played both, I'd say God of War takes it. It's a more.
Yeah, I haven't played both, but yeah.
It's kind of an apples and oranges situation because you've got curated, highly crafted, meticulous story experience over the most emergent living game world ever created in video games, coupled with the best writing a Western video games ever had.
Yeah, but I don't have 2 hours to spend, cleaning my gun.
Coward.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it took you 15 hours to mainline the story.
And this is coming from Jason, who will literally spend 2 hours hunting a single, glowing orb on a map.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 100% the game.
This is the same Jason who has a platinum trophy in Monster Hunter World.
This is the same Jason who's sitting there, the guy from CineBeards. Just for clarity.
okay, now-
Just for clarity,
Now,
we're
this
not
is
talking
the
about
same-
another third.
We're not
This
talking
is
about Jason Momoa.
yeah. This is the same Jason that has a platinum trophy on Neo, which requires you to unlock an achievement for beating every boss without getting hit.
That's impressive. I have not
Holy
done that.
shit.
It's really not hard when you use the right implements.
You have too much time on your hands.
Yeah.
Just slow the fucker down and use the Kusurigama.
That slow spell, dude. When you told me
Right?
about that, when you told me
When
about
you
that
told
slow-
me about that, I was like, this is the way of the
changer.
light.
Game changer.
That just sounds like cheesing.
It is.
It is. But it's the best
legitimate
kind of
strategy.
cheesing. No, if you read the strategy guides, they're like, listen, to beat this boss, you need to slow them down.
I only found that out after I'd beaten the game. I was like, let me try what one of these slow tags do. Oh,
It's easy mode.
Yeah.
I still need to play the DLC for that.
You still do.
Oh, I think I have.
I have. It's great. It's fucking great DLC. It's like right up there with the all-time great like game expanding DLCs in that it gives you more but different. Like it uses this. It's still
Like
Neo.
a Souls DLC.
Yeah, it's like a Souls DLC in that it's still clearly Neo, but they throw new enemy types at you, new types of situations.
Yeah.
Like it's
I think
pretty good.
for a Christmas present, the three of us need to get you the Bloodborne DLC because that thing is, yeah, that is the best
It's
part
top
of the
tier.
game.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Right, CineBeards.
So back to movies
So
and things.
Sorry, there
game
hasn't been much
reviews.
movie news. Like,
Well,
so that's why
I
we
mean,
devolved.
We have found out for
Evolve.
certain if his opinions on The Last Jedi didn't already confirm it. Mark Hamill a bit shit with story.
Just a bit.
Just a
little
bit. He wanted Boba Fett to be revealed as Luke's mother.
That is the worst thing
What?
I've
How?
heard
What?
in this podcast. And we talked about Venom doing
Wait,
Well,
well.
I mean, he is
Wait,
pretty
what?
self-deprecating about, like, he regularly on Twitter shares, like, the, like, admittedly terrible ideas that he shared with directors over the years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, all
No,
the
no,
fans
look,
that are
he-
like,
he's a-
oh,
he's a great fella,
He doesn't like Ryan Johnson's direction, therefore it's not right. It's like,
Mate, did you want his?
boys.
Look at what else he wanted.
Yeah.
And then they'll defend that to their graves.
Yeah.
I get the impression that he's just, like, too excited. Like, he's like, oh, I got a great idea! I got a great idea! And then he just doesn't think about it and he tells people. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
that's a bad idea.
Yeah. To be fair, it was that energy that gave him the best, like, Joker performance of all time.
Yeah, fair.
This is true.
Where you just let him
Yeah,
run
yeah,
with it.
you-
He makes a great Joker, but a terrible Luke Skywalker.
He makes... Yeah. Yeah. That's fair enough. He plays crazy characters well.
Yeah. He really does.
Okay, so I think that's been a fair bit between movies and games.
Yeah,
Got
I'm
some
glad that we
politics
had
in the
such
middle.
a really focused one this week. Like it just feels like we've really found like
Really coherent.
yeah, just straight up like hard hitting movie news
It's
and
definitely not
analysis.
because we haven't seen each other in a little while and are just using this to catch up a little bit.
Yeah,
No,
for
it's
sure.
not that, or the fact that it's been a really slow couple of weeks with movie news.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to mention is like I saw someone put together like the slate of Disney films for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy.
Hot fucking damn.
Well, next year is going to open up with our most anticipated movies of the year episode. So we'll have a lot
So
to
this-
discuss.
So that's the thing, like we're gonna have a shit ton to discuss because yeah.
And we still got to do our top 10 best and worst movies of this year.
You made me do 3 lists this year.
Expect
that's
more.
another list. Now it's the fourth one.
The lists are compounding around me.
Wait, I think
Thomas, who are all the CineBeards?
I don't know.
Rank them with me at number one.
Rank them in no particular order.
Who is the worst CineBeard, Marcus or
Me.
Jason?
Marcus.
I would like to counter that with who is the best CineBeard,
Me.
Not me.
Thomas or Thomas?
I think Thomas is
Oh.
the best. I think Thomas is the beating heart of this podcast.
Yeah.
Just look at
The
him.
dead heart of this podcast.
Oh, is you Thomas boy? Oh, look
Okay.
at him.
So my recommendation is Bad Times at the El Royale.
Is that coming out this week?
That came out 2 weeks ago.
Fuck yeah, America.
Yeah.
My recommendation is absolutely the Ballad of Buster.
Which is now available on Netflix.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Got the bull sped and I didn't mention. Yeah.
Dion, recommendations.
My recommendation is that you should probably not become a freelance musician because then you have no time to consume any media and give recommendations on the podcast you take part in.
Good recommendation.
Good recommendation. Solid life advice.
He just doesn't want the competition.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, it's really terrible. You have to play music all
To be
day.
fair, he's also quite good.
Marcus, your recommendation.
I'm gonna recommend Bloodborne because that's what I've been spending all my fucking time on. Because Jason gave me a PS4 a couple of weeks back, and then I bought Bloodborne, and I can't put it down.
Yeah, I fully support that.
And
I
I
fully
just
support
and I
that.
just murdered Rom the vacuous spider. So
Oh, poor Rom. He was holding back
She.
the dog. She was holding back the
In
dog.
canon, Rom is a lady.
You're a lady.
Aww.
well.
That's
Also,
sweet
I
of you.
noticed like with the trophies, only 30.3% of people have beat Rom the vacuous spider.
If you just look at like the first boss, how many people quit before they got there?
Oh yeah, no, like
Cowards.
more than half of the players quit before beating like the cleric beast or Father Gascoigne,
Yep.
whichever one of those two you get to
Good
first.
lord.
It just depends on what route you take. I took down cleric beast first.
Fine, FromSoft got their money anyway, so
Yeah,
Yep.
deservedly so.
go FromSoft.
You seen there's the doll making contact in that VR game that they have? What? In that what's it called? It's called From whatever.
It's
Yeah.
Isn't it Decidia
or
something whatever? Yeah.
In the game, you find a little doll dressed very similarly to the doll making contact.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Ooh, it's a sign of Bloodborne 2."
It's not. It's an Easter egg.
No, it's definitely Bloodborne 2.
Have you
Confirmed.
fought the daughter of Ebritas yet?
No, I've not gone into the nightmare realms yet.
It's not in the Nightmare Realm.
Boy, where is she? I obviously
Ah,
haven't.
you idiot!
Man who's never
you
played
gotta
the
go
game before.
Essentially to the top
Man's
of
never played a FromSoft.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
back
No,
down
I've
the
never. Yeah, I haven't reached like the upper cathedral ward yet.
Okay.
Any of those areas.
I'm
I'm
sure
currently busy running through Canehurst.
We should
In
probably stop. We
Castlevania.
should probably stop
Yes.
the podcast.
Probably.
Yeah, otherwise we're just gonna go for half an hour.
You can follow me.
Alright, you can follow me at
One,
I'm very ready to
Just find me.
Twitter.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, go play Bloodborne.
Crabbies.